We're going to go ahead and have our beautiful focus and directrix. So our first step, guys, for today, I want you guys to graph the parts first. So first step, graph. You have your beautiful graphs right next to each other. So my focus is at what? 3, 2. So 3 over here, 2 up here. Then my second part is my directrix. My directrix is the line y equals 0. So it's this line right here. Now, by looking at our parts, guys, what type of parabola do I have? Vertical or horizontal? I have y equals a number.
Horizontal. No, horizontal. No. Yeah.
Go back to your notes.
Vertical. That's vertical. Oh, yeah, that is vertical.
So this is a vertical parabola. So let's go ahead and write the standard form of the equation. So we have vertical. I have x minus h squared equals 4p y minus k. So we still have the x equals 4py. We're just adding the x, sorry, to our x we're subtracting h, and to our y we're subtracting k. All right. Now, we need to identify the following parts. We need to identify our h. We need to identify our p, just like the last, yesterday we were doing that. And we need to identify our k. Okay. Now, first things first, let's go ahead and identify p. P. We had the equation, p equals what? We wrote this down. Right here. The y value of the focus minus the y value of the directrix. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. We go back to my example. Y value of the focus. What's the y value of the focus? It's 2. And what's the y value of the directrix? 0. So let's go ahead and write that down. We have 2 minus 0 divided by 2. What's 2 minus 0? 2 divided by 2? Beautiful, 1. So P equals 1. Check mark, we have that part. Now, next item that we're missing is all what? H and K. Now, our focus represents, let me go ahead and do this in a different color. Let me do it in pink. Two. So my focus is 3 and 2. So what does H represent? 3. So we have H equals 3. What does K plus P represent? 2. So we have K plus P equals 2. All right. We have 2 variables, K and P. However, guess what? We already have P. So what are we going to do with P? We're going to substitute that value. So let's go ahead and substitute P equals 1. And continue to solve. So we have K plus 1 equals 2. That 1 comes from P, the P value. So let's go ahead and isolate our beautiful K value. Subtract 1, subtract 1. And we're left with K equals beautiful 1. So we have our beautiful H and our beautiful K. This is going to be our vertex. Vertex is at H, K. So my vertex is what? 3, positive 1. All right. Can I write my equation now? Yes. We have the H, we have the K. All right. Let me create some space up here. Actually, down here. All right, my equation. What does my equation look like? X minus H. H is 3 squared equals 4 times P. P is 1. Y minus K. What's K? 1. Now, we don't need to isolate Y. All I have to do, guys, is just simplify this part, 4 and P. So we have X minus 3 squared equals 4 Y minus 1. And we're going to go ahead and leave it as is. Okay. All right. Now, let's go ahead and graph it. Go step by step. Find P. First step, graph. Second step, find P. Third step, find H and K. Fourth step, graph your vertical, your vertex, sorry. Third step, write your equation, and the next step, graph your beautiful graph, your parabola. All right. Ready for another one? Let's go ahead and practice again, guys. Everybody has this? Okay. Sean, put your phone away, please. Thank you. Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay, everybody has this. Perfect. Let's go on to example number 2, guys. A ver, step by step. What was my first step? Divine. What was my first step? There you go. Graph it. So let's go ahead and graph it. Our parts. My focus is at 4. What do I have here? Vertical parabola. Now, is it opening up or down? Up. So I should have a P value that is positive. So it's vertical. My P should be positive. Therefore, my beautiful equation is X minus what? H squared equals 4P Y minus K. Okay. Let's see. What should be my next step, guys? Before we substitute. The P. So let's go ahead and find the P. My P is what? Let me go ahead and do this in brown. P is going to be my Y value of the focus and the Y value of the directrix. So we have 5 minus 1 over 2. Basically, we're finding the midpoint between those two values. So we have 5 minus 1, 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So what does P equal? 2. So check mark P is found. What do I need to find next? H and K. So yeah, my focus, I'm going to use my focus to find my H and K. So here's my focus. I'm going to go ahead and abbreviate F for focus. It's at H, K plus P. What are the values of the focus? 4 and 5. So H equals 4. K plus P equals 5. Now, do we know what P equals? Let's go ahead and substitute that. So we have K plus 2 equals 5. How do I solve that one step? Subtract 2. I'm left with k equals 3. What do I have now? I found my vertex. It's at 4, 3. Let's go ahead and graph it. 4, beautiful 3. Here's my vertex. Here's my focus. That's my directrix. And my whole entire graph is going to open up. Okay, now let's go ahead and write my beautiful equation. So, standard form. X minus h squared equals 4p. Y minus k. What do I write on my left side? X minus 4 squared equals 4 times 2. Y minus, what's my k? 3. Woo-hoo. And let's go ahead and simplify just this little beautiful coefficient right here. So we have x minus 4 squared equals 8. Y minus 3. Woo. And there you go. All right, how do you feel about these? Not too bad? Okay. So we need to continue to practice. Go ahead and try the next one on your own, guys. Your turn. That says your turn. Let's try it out on your own. Everybody has this? So can I erase it? Okay, let me go ahead and erase it, guys, very quickly. Try example number 3 on your own. Let's see what you guys get. Write the and graph the equation of the parabola with focus -3, 8, directrix, y equals 2.